Hi, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day this video is finding you. Welcome to Barely Grace. My name is Grace, and I started this YouTube channel as well as a Facebook group by the same name to promote self-care. My videos do focus primarily on skincare, hair care, and makeup, but I may from time to time talk about other things as well and how they relate back to self-care. So if that sounds like something that would interest you and you haven't already, I encourage you to like and subscribe. You can also visit us on our Facebook group because we have a lot of fun there, and I think you would enjoy it. So yes, welcome. Thank you for joining me, as I had to turn my light on because I forgot. And I am drinking water currently. I have water in my Adidas bottle. And then I still have some coffee in my cup, um, my torch cup. So yeah, what I am going to do, and my light keeps going on, it's got to be the charger, which is fine. I have enough. I am going to do a makeup look. My husband sent me a picture that he really liked, and he was like, "Can you recreate this makeup look?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's definitely doable." So this is the picture that was sent to me. And I know it's super hard to pick it up on camera. There we go. That's a pretty good. So essentially, what this person, and I have no idea who this is, but what they've got going on here is their face is very pale and highlighted in these areas here. There's very pink cheeks going on, it looks like. A very pink e-girl nose. Very natural looking eyebrows. And then for the eye look, we've got a darker outer corner that looks to be a gray or maybe black that has been blended out into like a nude maybe. Very natural lid space all through here. And then we've got like heavy glitter, either a shimmer or a pressed glitter or a blinding highlighter. And then we've got white eyeliner across the inner portion here to open up and brighten the eyes. Underneath there is a blue or green, I think it's a blue, shadow liner going all the way across with maybe a little bit of shimmer. But like I said, tons of highlight. We've got a very like muted lip. So I have some ideas for the lip. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get started. I'm going to set that over there so that I can see it. I brought a lot of really fun things. Here's my basket of things that I'm going to be pulling out of. I have it on my trusty assistant, which is my stool that I sit here while I'm filming. So I have a lot of things that are going to go on in this video. My candle is lit over there. I do have my lemon verbena candle. I'm just rearranging a couple things here. I did discuss the bluish green with my husband. I showed a couple of different options, and he picked something out of this Huda Beauty. This one is the Sapphire Obsessions. So I'll be dipping into this. Probably this color here, and maybe like a combo of these two. This matte and this shimmer. So we're going to have that going on. And then I'm going to be using my cremated palette for this look. Most of what is going to compromise the eye look is going to come out of here. Again, this is cremated. This is the cremated palette. It's absolutely gorgeous. Lots of neutrals and dark grays, whites, tons of glitters and shimmers. You can tell one of my favorite, I have a few like favorite colors from Jeffree, and this right here, Embalmed, is one of my very favorites. Camera is just not doing it justice. It is a very pale gray shimmer, and it is a beautiful shade. That's one of my very favorite Jeffree shades. I think when I was talking about the Bloodlust, Bloodlust, the purple palette, one of my favorite shades in there, Deviant, is a very light, like a lilac purple. It's a matte, but that's one of my favorite Jeffree shades. And then embalmed is as well. I have a couple, but those are some of my like top shades from Jeffree. So yeah, we'll be using that. This is a extreme highlighter from Jeffree. This is Lick My Glit, which is a pink one. Jeffree's boxing on these is insane. It's like a jewelry box. It's gorgeous and beautiful, and I absolutely love it. Here is the highlighter. I'm going to show you this because it's crazy. I think I'm going to use a little bit of this on like the lid for that like glitter shimmer look. I'm going to use some glitter, and then I will put some of this on it as well. But as you can see, these are insane. Like the reflect on them. So again, this is a pink one. So I will be using that. And I did bring makeup wipes. I'm so excited. I brought makeup wipes, so I need to go ahead and grab one of those out. Let's see, what else do I want to mention, just like kind of before I get started. We'll just go along. Oh, I also brought the new Jeffree Mist, so I'll talk about that here in a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to start out. I did normal skincare. I did some Jeffree skincare, but like I didn't put the Jeffree moisturizer on. I try to go a little bit lighter with like tons of products on my face when I know I'm going to be wearing makeup, because I'm just going to be putting more product on there. So I tend to like go for a very light moisturizer. And so that's what I did. But I did use the Jeffree wash and the Jeffree toner, and I'll be doing a review of those, but I do love those. Right now I am going in with my primer. I've used this one before. This is the Believe Beauty. This is the Radiantly Primed face primer. It is a very nice primer. I think I might want a little bit more than that. I personally like a very glowy, luminous look, and this this look that I'm recreating also is. So I'm going to use this primer. This is not like my favorite luminous primer, of course. My favorite is the Seraphine Botanical one. Seraphine Botanicals. I've showed it a couple times, and I just got a new one in from Seraphine Botanicals. It's a pumpkin one, and I do enjoy it as well. But I wanted a particular type of glowy look and like sun-kissed-y type look, so that's why I'm going with this one. This one does have a very nice finish, very glowy. For me, for primers, like blurring and like covering up pores is not as important to me as like being glowy and luminous and like having a nice place for the makeup to sit. I don't mind texture as much, and so for me, primer is not necessarily as much about like getting in there and like blocking the pores. That's not necessarily what I want. I just like something that's going to give me a very nice glowy base to start on. Okay, so I did bring a different eye primer this time. I haven't filmed with this one. But I do use this one a lot, especially like when I'm doing like my makeup and not filming. I don't know why I've not filmed with this one. But this is the Beauty Crop Stuck On You. This is their eye primer. There we go. This is their eye primer. This is called the Stuck On You. There's it's just a little pot. There's the product. I do put this on with my concealer packing brush. This is the brush I always use for concealer. So I'm just going to go in, and while my face primer is drying, I'm going to go in and put down eye primer. Different people are going to use different products for like an eye base. I personally prefer to use a primer because I like how it, I don't know, I like how it turns out better. I do use, I mean, from time to time, you'll see me use other things. Like sometimes I'll use um, concealer if I'm going to be doing, like, priming my eye. But for most times, I do go in with an eye primer. And now I'm just going to go in with this. I use this brush usually like to blend out my concealers and my eye primer. I'm just going to go in with that and then drag it through the bottom as well. So yeah, I do really like this look that I'm recreating. So I'm excited to do this. Normally I just put my makeup on and play around as I go and never really know what I want it to look like. But this time I'm actually doing a look, so that's fun. Now I'm just going to put some powder down on my eyes before I get started with my face. This is my CoverGirl powder foundation. When I watched the last makeup tutorial that I did, I think it was the Jeffree Blue Bloods one, when I watched it back, I kept laughing at myself because I kept saying, I think I was saying like powder primer. And I said it like 3 times, and you can see, like, I'm like, that's not right. That's not right. And then it finally dawns on me that it's primer. I think I wasn't feeling well that day, and my cognition and my speech are affected like that when I don't feel well. So it was really funny to like watch me realize that I wasn't saying the right thing. We have to be able to laugh at ourselves, right? Alright, so I also have a couple of... Okay. I only brought one concealer in here, and normally I wouldn't put concealer on. But this look is very pale in certain areas. And so I think I'm going to use a very small amount. When I tell you, this is the e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealer. When I tell you that this product goes a long way, I don't even touch the doe foot, the applicator. Don't even touch it to your face. And like you'll see sometimes when people are doing concealer, like they'll draw all these cute little not with this hoe. Like you cannot do that with this. Because it's so full coverage, a little bit goes a long way. So I'm going to I'm going to be very careful with the application of this concealer. But I do want something that's lighter because of the way, because of the makeup look. I mean, I'm pale already. But I'm just going to, in a couple of areas, as you can see, I'm like, I want as little as I can get in some of these places. So I just put it on my forehead. I probably should have put it on my hand or something to get it all out. But yeah, this stuff, I mean, it is insanely it is insanely full coverage. I put the teeniest, tiniest amount of this. If you touch this entire thing to your head, to your face, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna look wild. And I know this looks wild now too, but I gotta work on it. So anyway, if you do get this camo concealer, it's a great concealer. Like I said, it is super full coverage, and a little bit it really does go a long way. So I'm using my Jeffree just so I can be pulled in and a little bit more precise while I'm trying to blend this out. Again, I'm not necessarily trying to conceal. I'm doing more of a highlight with this. So almost as if my little highlight brush that I have, I mean not brush, the pen, that's on one end it's a bronzer, on the other end it's a highlight. I'm kind of mimicking like that. Sorry. Okay, so I'm just kind of blending that out. And as you can see, like, it's not necessarily doing a lot of job for, like, concealing. Again, I just want this to be, like, my lighter areas. So, that's good. I'm happy with that so far. Alright. Powder foundation. Oh, I also brought my freckle pen, so I think I may do some. She doesn't, the picture doesn't really have any freckles. But I don't know, we'll see. And I did bring my new brushes. I have a couple of new brushes. I'm not going to use this one because I got this for a bronzer. But I did bring that with me. That's new. I have this new brush, like a packer brush. I may use this when I'm doing the lid, so we'll see about that. Yeah, those are the new brushes that I got. Alright, so I'm going to go in with my powder foundation. I'm going to go in with that. So, again, if I get it on some of the areas that I have the concealer laid down, like, that's perfectly fine. We need to set that concealer too. And it's not going to be, so see how the area is still a little lighter, of course, than like the rest of my face. That's what I want. And then I'm going to put highlighter on that too, because again, there's a lot of highlighter on that. I think he was mostly concerned about the way the eyes, like my husband, when he liked this, he liked the eyes more than he did anything. Like, I kept saying, like, do you like how the complexion looks? And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, yeah. I'm very pale. So this makeup look is an easy one for me to do. Alright, I'm happy with that powder. I'm not doing any bronzer. I may, like, bronze with blush. Because, like, from the looks of it, her blush doesn't start until, like her blush is like this. Because, like, from this space to her nose is all pale and highlight. She doesn't have anything, like, so yeah. Alright, let me do my eyebrows. I think I've got my e.l.f., yep. This is my e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow. And I don't know the color. But that's okay. It's okay. I do love this e.l.f. It is one of my favorite, probably my second favorite brow products. So yeah. And from the looks of this photo, I think she has just like, I think her brow stops somewhere around here. So I'm not really going to do as much to like the tail. So yeah, let's work on that. I have, I know I said it in my last video, but I can't remember if I said it in this one or not, but Fiona has volleyball pictures. So that's what we're technically getting ready for, is volleyball pictures. I'm going to do her hair. And then after volleyball pictures, there's volleyball practice. So that's cool. Okay. Cash is at work. They get off at 4, I think. So I may, because my nephew also needs to be picked up, so I may actually send Cash to do that. And I think we're having hamburgers for dinner, so that'll be nice. I put the wrong cap on the wrong way. Okay. Clear one is the white one is the other. Okay. brows are done. Alright, so I'm going to do some blush and then some highlight. I'm going to do the blush first. So I brought in the, this is my Ofra blush in Chameleon. I have 2 of these tiny pots. There we go. Ofra Brush Chameleon. This one is Chameleon. I also have one that I think is called Cotton Candy, the 2 small ones. And then I have a big Ofra blush that's like a pale pink color that's really pretty. But I wanted something that was more of like a cherry pink kind of. So this Chameleon is kind of the closest to it. So for the blush, we're definitely doing the nose. But then I think it's like more of like up here with the blush. Kind of like I said, as contour, and then like up in a little bit. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing. And then of course, I'm gonna take my hair down. My hair is gonna be all curly. So that's gonna be lovely. Okay, and then we've got a little bit on the chin. And let me buff that out, because remember we have like, there we go, that's better. We have, we already have some brightness to the chin. I don't want to cover that up, and then we'll put more highlight on it. Then we've got a very, very pink nose, and like just over just a little bit, like in this area, almost the whole nose. Like think about it as if like you had a cold. That's what you want it to look like, which I like that look. I don't know necessarily to think about it like that, like the person has a cold, but like I just like how a flushed nose looks. Okay, I think we're okay with the blush. I know it looks, because of the lighting, it looks crazy on this side, but it looks really cool in person. So yeah, do like that. Let me just blend some, and again, this is just my powder brush that doesn't really like have anything on it, just to kind of like go over and blend, and then I'm actually going to take it all the way around. It feels weird to not have, like to not have bronzer on, but yeah. Alright, so now I'm going to use, this is one of the highlights that I'm going to use. This is my new Pacifica highlight. I used this in a video. This is the Pacifica Ice Baby Mineral Highlighter. So I'm going to use this pretty much everywhere that I didn't use like blush, because I want like, all of this to have a glowy look to it. Like a highlight. And then, of course, we're going to highlight the forehead. Okay. So I'm liking that complexion so far. That looks great. And before we start the eyes, I'm going to take a quick break and I'll be right back. Okay, thank you. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get started on the eyes. And definitely going to be using like a grayer I may like just start off with this one. Like I said, this is my favorite shade. So I may start with this to start building up my outer corner. I am going to put a nude down. This one, this Casket Ready, I'm going to put this all over. Now, again, remember I did eye primer, and then I put like regular powder, like the powder foundation. I put that down to set the primer, but now I'm going in with this eyeshadow, and I generally do that for just about every eye look. If there's a color in the palette that like screams to me as a beautiful base, then I'm going to use it. So Casket Ready is what I did on that. So now I'm going to go in, my hand's itching. Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to start building up my outer corner. So again, Embalmed, which is one of my very favorite Jeffree shades. I'm going to get that, and I am only doing the outer corner, this little outer V. So normally I would do things like drag it all the way through the crease, and I'm not doing that. I'm only focusing on this outer corner for now. This is a really pretty eye look, so I'm excited to do it. I can't wait to see how it turns out. I also have not used these heatless rollers in a while, so, and they've been in for not quite 24 hours. So I'm sure my hair has had plenty of time to dry, because it wasn't like soaking wet when I put it up. I like to just make sure it's like kind of damp, because it does take a long time for my hair to dry naturally, especially like when it's all rolled up and bunched together. So I love that color. Absolutely love it. Okay, so now I want to do, I think I'm going to go in with the one right above it, Wednesday, which is a matte, just to again give a little bit of color, like definition to the outer corner. And I'm pretty sure it's a gray as I'm looking at it. So probably I'll put on some Wednesday and blend those two together, and then I'll like be done with the outer corner. But yeah, that's beautiful. Again, I want to make sure that I'm only doing the outer corner. I can't see I can only see her eye from like here over. So I don't know what she's got going on out here, but I know what I've got going on out there. I'm definitely going to, like I said, go in with that Huda Beauty on the lower lash line, so I'm not going to really touch on it right now. I just want to work on my actual eye look itself. Maybe just a tad bit more over here. And again, this is Wednesday from the Cremated palette. This is a gorgeous palette. I bought it when it launched. Absolutely love it. I do have, I gave my best friend one for Christmas last year before. The Christmas after it came out, I gave my best friend one. And I still have, I think at least one spare. I may have two, but I think just the one. I think I just have the one spare of Cremated. So if you're interested, let me know. We can work something out. I love this palette. I really do. Alright, so I think I'm fine there with the outer. So now, we have a couple of options. I think this one is just a glitter shimmer. I need to look at that. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to do that first. And then if I need to go in with that Lick My Glit, then I can definitely do that. But I'm going to go in with this little pecker brush. And I'm going to pick up, that's called Paul Bear right here. It's a pressed glitter. I'm going to pick that up. And I'm going to put it all through my lid. Okay. Let's see if this is what I'm going for, or if I need a little bit more bling. Yeah, I need a little bit more, but I think I'm good on the Paul Bear. So let me close my palette, and then I'm going to pick up, and I'm going to try this with the brush first, but I may switch over. To my finger, but I'm going to try it with the brush first. And again, Jeffree's products are so versatile. Like you can use them. Like this is a highlighter that I'm putting on my eyes. So I mean, you can use it as a highlighter, but you can use it as an eyeshadow. I've put it on my lips before. I've used it as a topper for eyeshadow. So there's so many things that you can do with it. Okay. Yeah, I do like that. I do like that. I'm going to go, this is the brush that I put down that first color in Cremated. This is This is Casket Ready. So I'm just going through, because it doesn't have any of like the gray or anything on it. So I'm just going through and patting and brushing, just to kind of make sure that that part of it's blended. So yeah, I do like that. I don't think I'm going to put any of this highlighter on my face. I originally thought about it. Maybe like a dot on my nose. Yeah, like that. Alright. So now comes the fun part. We're going to do the lower lash line. And again, this is Huda Beauty Sapphire Obsessions. I got this as an add-on from Ipsy, I believe, or I may have bought it from Ulta. I think I got it as an add-on with Ipsy. So I'm going to go in with this color here and this shimmer here. Or, actually, I think that shimmer. Okay. I don't know what I hear in my house, but it sounds weird. I don't know what that is. Okay, so I'm just going to pick up a little. I don't think these colors are named. No. They're not. So I'm going to go in with that one. That matte Tilly blue color. And I'm going to start doing my lower lash line. I haven't really used this palette a lot, so I don't know how the colors perform. Not that I don't like I don't know, I've used it a couple times. I just want to build up color on that lower lash line. And then I will go in with that glitter, but I just want to put the matte down. I have a Jeffree it's a lip liner in a color called Tiffany. It's like a bluish color, and I bet that would make really pretty to put on the lower line down here and then blend it out with this color. So I may go grab that and give that a try. Okay, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I have it. This is, again, this is a color called Tiffany. And it's a lip liner, but it's eye safe. I have a hard enough time doing eyeliner as it is, much less trying to do eyeliner on camera. But again, I basically want this for color and something for that shadow on the lower lash line to build up. Okay. Now, there is white going through here, the inner corner, and I did bring, I have a Jeffree, it's a velour liquid lip in white, and actually, what's it called? Drug Lord, I think, yeah. Drug Lord, I have a white, which is a white lip, and that's what I'll be using for, like, the eyeliner on the inner corner. But this lip liner did a really great job with color, because that's the exact, like, color that I wanted. So now I'm just going to go in again with the shadow. This is the matte from the Huda palette, so I'm going to go in and blend that out. I think what I'm going to do is, once I get the shadow looking like I want it, I'm going to go off camera. Let me try this. I can't decide which of these two colors I want to do. Yeah, that's it. So I'm going to go in with this one here. Anyway, I think I'm going to get the lower lash line like I want it. Then I'm going to hop off camera and do the white eyeliner and the mascara and stuff. And then I'll be back with a finished look. So again, this is the little shimmer glitter that I'm taking just to, again, build up that lower lash line. It's going, like, I'm trying not to, like, blend that color, like, up and through it and stuff. I want to leave, like, all of this area gray. So I'm trying not to take it too far. I do like this, like, eyeshadow combo that I got going on. Okay, yeah. So I am happy with how the shadow itself looks. I am going to do my liner off camera because I suck at it, and it's probably gonna look stupid. So I'm gonna do. I'll tell you what I'm going to use. I'm going to use the Jeffree Star Velour Liquid Lip. It's white. This color is called Drug Lord. It's good on your lips if you want to do like an ombre kind of look or something like that. A lot of people use this as concealer. It is completely eye safe, so this is a really beautiful base. I have used this as an eyeshadow base, and it is beautiful for that. And then it's also a really beautiful eyeliner. So yeah, extremely versatile color. And it's called Drug Lord. Who doesn't love that? And my mascara today is going to be the F-Proof. It is actually, you know, but I'm going to call it the F-Proof. That's what most people call it. It is weatherproof, sweat-proof, fuck-proof. I'll say it there. Gag-proof and cry-proof. Need that. All those things. But this is what the mascara looks like, and it is great. I have had this since it originally launched. But it is, as you can see, leather. It does have the tassel. And then this is what the wand looks like. It's a beautiful mascara. I do wear it a lot if I'm like going out or doing something fun or doing like a photo shoot or something like that. It really volumizes and lengthens lashes. It looks great, and it is completely waterproof. It does come off really easily, like with a makeup removing balm, so you don't have to worry about that. But it stays on there when you put it on there. So I'll be right back. Okay, all right. So this is the final look. I girls. Well, what got into them? I did do a couple little freckles, but nothing major. Again, let me show you this photo that I was going off of. It's not gonna focus. There we go. So that's the photo I was going off. So this is what I ordered with the pastels, and this is what I got. So thank you for joining me while I recreated this makeup look as requested by my husband. I think it's super cute. I hope he likes it. I have to finish getting ready, but I hope you have a great rest of your day. Do some self-care because you're important and you deserve it.